Just wanted to make this video so you guys know what's true about the Sennheiser HD650s and the DT990s. The DT990s sound like real life. It sounds like if you go to like a band practice or you go to a real concert, you need the bass boost to sound like real bass. You need diffuse field level treble to sound like the energy that's in the real world. Like if you want your music to sound alive and you want it to speak to you and you want it to just be dynamic like the real world has to offer, you need, that 10 dB bass boost, and you need the diffuse field level treble. The HD650s are more laid back, easy to listen to. Without the bass boost, you got to be kidding yourself if you think that's how bass sounds in real life. If you go to a concert, you're just delusional. The laid back treble, easy to listen to. It would be like someone talking to you, with a veil over their face. It's true. Okay, the real world has a lot more energy and dynamics than the HD650s. These are laid back and easy to listen to, okay? The DT990s have the energy of real life. It sounds alive. It sounds dynamic. It sounds clear, like real world clarity, real world dynamics. Sounds like you're in a room at band practice or at a studio stadium. HD650s, they just do not have the bass energy of real life or the treble clarity. So your music will not speak to you. This is for laid back, easy listening. This is for raw, real world clarity and dynamics. So if anybody says, not having a bass boost is more natural, they're lying to you. So linear bass does not sound like the real world. Again, just go to band practice. Just go stand by somebody playing drums or playing a violin, hitting cymbals. It's going to sound like the DT990s, okay? The HD650s is for laid back, easy listening. I mean, it's dampened bass, dampened highs, less intimate. Less wide, This is for laid back, easy listening. It does not have the energy or the dynamics that you experience in the real world when somebody's banging on a cymbal and that energy is shooting into your ears with maximum clarity, okay? So, diffuse field level treble, 10 dB bass boost on, diffuse field measurements. DT990s, it's going to sound like you're in a room. It's going to give you the dynamics and energy so that the music sounds alive and speaks to you and is full of energy. You are doing yourself a disservice not to have the DT990s. Just because maybe there's some shrill treble spikes, as soon as you look past that, again, they do burn in and it gets better over time, but you are really missing out on crazy level dynamics if all you have is the HD650s. Like, it's hard to take music seriously with the HD650s, honestly. It'd be like somebody talking to you, with their hand over their mouth. Like, there's nobody there talking to you, obviously. You can't hear the real world clarity. This is for people who literally, want something laid back and easy to listen to without any of the brashness of real instruments, So, they're both good, but like when you're listening to, somebody talking or singing through the HD650s, they just don't have the treble energy to reflect real life. And when that bass is hitting, this just sounds warm. So many people talk about mud, and if you don't have a bass boost, the bass sounds muddy. If you don't have a treble boost, the treble sounds muddy. You need diffuse field level treble for the treble to sound clear, or it's going to sound veiled. If you don't have a bass boost, it's going to blend in with the mids, and it's going to just, So again, if you don't have a bass boost, it literally blends in with the mids. That's the best way to describe it. And if you don't have, treble emphasis to diffuse field level, it's just going to sound. Anyways. So again, DT990s, raw realism, HD650s, laid back, easy listening. Okay.